Welcome back to MTN Live in the Mountains. We're now on the couch with us. We have Jackie Hoffman, and she's with Tar Heel Basements, and she's going to be talking to us a little bit about that today.
Yes.
And we also do want to touch on the fact that you were a former ASU soccer player here, an all-conference player here for Appalachian State University. So congratulations on your achievement there, and knowing a little bit about your history. Talk a little bit about that as well, too. I know you got a good little base here in Boone.
Absolutely. Yeah, I originally, I've been playing soccer my whole life.
Right.
I grew up in South Florida and was recruited to come up here in 2004. And so I played from 04 to 08, played center mid, and I had a great time doing it. You know, I didn't get to enjoy the college life as much because, I mean, it was a job playing soccer for the university. But, you know, I loved my teammates, still keep in touch with them. And, you know, I was an all-conference player, which I don't like to brag about. But, but, yeah, it was a great experience. And then after I graduated, I just fell in love with the mountains. So just decided to stick around, and you know, hopefully my involvement in the community can somehow make its way back to the university. So
yeah, I wanted to talk to you about that too. I mean, obviously you have a little place for Boone here. I mean, was it tough making the decision to come to Appalachian in this area? What led you to come here?
It was tough. I mean, it was a culture shock. I'm from South Florida, so coming up here to the winter was obviously one of the big decisions that was weighing on my mind. But, you know, like I said, once I came up here, and I fell in love with the trees, the mountains, all the outdoor activities that you can do. Granted, I missed the beach, but my mom lives down there. I could travel down there if I need to. So, yeah, basically I just fell in love with the community, with the school, with all of the things that you can do here. I fell in love with Boone, essentially. So, fortunately, I was able to find a good job here, and which has allowed me to stick around for a couple more years.
So is this business new, a newer business?
No, well, Tar Heel Basement Systems, we just recently changed our name about 2 years ago. It was formerly High Country Clean Space. Our owner, Pete Burgess, started it back in 2003, and he actually was running it out of his own home. He retired here and now owns his own business. So he got in the business of encapsulating crawl spaces, and then just kind of expanded from there. We're with we're part of a dealer network called Basement Systems, and they specialize in, you know, crawl space repair, foundation repair, and then basement waterproofing. So we've taken on all of those aspects rather than just the crawl spaces, which is why we switched our name to Pete and Will's Tar Heel Basement Systems, essentially. So he's been around. Actually, this is the 10th year in business here. We've expanded all the way east into Raleigh and up into Southwest Virginia, and opening our second office in Winston in a couple months. So,
awesome.
Yeah, he's been around for a while, and just kind of during these down economic times, fortunately, he's been successful enough to build his business and grow his business, which not many people can say. So.
And I feel like recently this year and a little bit last year, we've had a lot of flooding up here in Boone. A lot of rain. So has he been getting a lot of business because of the past couple floods we've had up here?
Absolutely. And, you know, Pete calls it liquid sunshine. Yes. And it's funny, Alex, last time I spoke with you was at the Business Expo a couple weeks ago, and it was pouring rain at that time, too.
It was.
So I think you're the good luck charm for our company.
Oh, thank you. Keep on raining.
Absolutely. With this past week of rain, the phones just, you know, have been ringing off the hook. We're a need service more so than a want service. So when it rains, the phones keep ringing, and we try to get guys out there to help them. People have flooded basements, and, you know, with the ground getting wet and then drying up, that's where the foundation issues come in. And so people's homes, you know, start to settle, especially, you know, down in the triad with that clay. Foundation settlement is just, it's everywhere. So yeah, with the rain, we've been extremely busy. So I guess we're fortunate enough to take advantage of the rain, which other people probably hate.
What's the most common thing you guys see as well? Is there like one thing that really stands out in the basement that you guys do more than anything else?
Well, you know, like when it rains, basement waterproofing is our main service. In the summertime with the humidity, crawl spaces is where, especially up here in the mountains, we have more crawl spaces than basements. So that's when the the crawl space encapsulation really takes over. I don't know if you know this, but 50% of the air you breathe in your home comes up through your crawl space or basement. So you think about what's going on in there. There's, it's musky, it's moldy, there's dust mites, and all that is coming up into your home, and that's what you're breathing in. So encapsulating your crawl space essentially is just getting rid of all of that. So that's what we kind of specialize in the summertime. And then foundation repair, is pretty much all year round.
Right.
All year round.
Well, that's good to know that, because a lot of people probably don't know that they're breathing in all this, this terrible stuff.
What do you do for that too? Is there certain sprays or stuff that you put off down there, or how's that work?
Yeah, well, when you encapsulate a crawl space, essentially is you're keeping all the outside air from coming into the crawl space. So we close all the vents in the crawl space, and we use a liner. It's a 20 mil thick liner. Essentially, it's as thick as a pool liner, and we cover the ground and up the walls, and then we put a dehumidifier in there. So essentially this is its own space. Someone can live down there essentially.
Right.
It's its own conditioned area, which prevents any mold growth, any insects, any bugs, and then the water, of course, if there is water, would go underneath the liner. So essentially it's just creating its own environment down there.
Its own little area. Okay.
Absolutely. So.
How many guys do you have working for you?
Well, I joined the company at the beginning of 2012 in January, and there were, I want to say, about 13 employees. Like I said, we've grown immensely, and now we're up to about close to 40 employees.
Wow.
Yeah, we've got, we have 10 salesmen, and then we also have 5 installation crews, and they all kind of specialize in either basement waterproofing, crawl space, or foundation. So we've grown, and we've got, we're creating jobs, which is a good thing to do. Absolutely.
So obviously you guys are the people to call if you have anything wrong with your basement or crawl space. So how can people get in touch with you?
Well, of course you could check out our website, and that's tarheelbasementsystems.com. And then of course you can give us a call anytime at 877-963-9464. And then we'll be at the home show actually here in Boone next weekend, so you could come and check out our booth and speak with Pete Burgess, our owner, and a couple of the local sales guys up here. So that's definitely a couple ways to get in touch with us. And we give free estimates and free inspections, which everyone's, you need to know what's going on with your home, so we're the ones to call if you have any questions underneath your home.
Okay, so if you do see something, you can get a free inspection from you guys.
Absolutely.
That's wonderful that you do that.
Wow.
It's great, and a lot of our customers really enjoy that. We have national warranties, annual service. So we're like I said, we're a need service more so than a want service, unless you want to finish your basement. We also do that. So call us if you need anything, or if you have any questions.
Is there anything that somebody should look for, maybe in their basement, that might be a little bit of a sign of?
Well, water is the first sign,
right.
obviously.
Well, yeah.
As far as basement water proofing is concerned, if you have foundation issues, some things that you'll notice in your home is if the windows aren't opening, or if the doors are sticking, and that's a sign of foundation settlement, pretty much. And then of course you'll see cracks in the walls, stair step cracks. Those are good telltales of a foundation issue, and we have solutions for all of those. But if you're just curious, give us a call, and we can let you know if there is anything going on there. And of course we'll come check out your crawl space, because no homeowner wants to go in there. So definitely just give us a call if you have any questions.
All right.
That's wonderful. Is there anything else you'd like to say about your wonderful business?
No, I think we've pretty much touched on everything. Like I said, we're all the way east into Raleigh and up into Southwest Virginia, and we'd love to come out and take a look and help you out and fix any problems that you may have.
All right.
Well, thank you so much
Appreciate
for
it.
coming
Absolutely.
in.
Thank you guys very much.
Be back in a minute with more MTN Channel 18.